From the moment you walk into the showroom floor at Trapp Cadillac, you understand our commitment to providing a truly exceptional experience for all returning and new customers.
Our goal is to make sure you're always comfortable while understanding the entire process of getting into your new Trapp Cadillac.
When you drive a Trapp Cadillac, you know performance, bold styling, and our shared commitment to service.
One thing you can always count on here at Trapp Cadillac is our excellent service experience.
Welcome to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate. I'm glad to be joined on set by Chief Mike Palmer of the Bayou Cane Fire Department. He is Bayou Cane Fire Prevention Chief. That's
right.
I know it's this time of year. We're getting into holidays, specifically the Thanksgiving holidays. I know a lot of people have some accidents with turkeys, trying to fry them up. I know you have some tips for people out there if you want.
Yeah, it's a great time of year, but we also want it to be a safe time of the year.
Sure.
If you choose to do a fried turkey, please make sure it's thawed. Ice crystals and hot oil don't go well. I'm sure most people have seen the videos at this point. Keep the fryer at least 10 feet away from the house if possible. Have a fire extinguisher or something to put it out if things go bad. But, the biggest problem is making sure it's thawed. The frozen turkeys really do cause a problem. And you could end up having a visit from the entire fire department.
Yeah, certainly. We've seen the videos. Yeah, and that's really is. It's the frozen turkeys that when they get on it overflows and goes everywhere, it blows up. So that's one thing certainly to look out for. Now, as far as putting out the fire, that's why you said a fire extinguisher, because that would be different than a hose.
You can't use water on hot grease, hot oil. It'll just make things worse. You'll end up getting burned.
That's why you definitely need that fire extinguisher.
Yeah, and at this point, it's probably too late to thaw a turkey. So, you may have to just move it indoors for this year and do it in the oven.
I gotcha. Okay. So we have some, any other, tips that can make sure everybody has a safe and happy Thanksgiving?
Yes, indoors, today is a good day to make sure your oven's clean before you get started. Mm-hmm. The safety inside, keep the little ones out the kitchen if possible. We don't want any hot water, boiling water splashing on them or oil or anything. It's always best to keep the kitchen clear as much as possible, because most people are cooking their brains out and not even realizing the things that are going on. That as far as the oven goes, just make sure if anything goes bad or you see anything bad, just call us. We'll be happy to come out and help you out. But if you don't have a fire extinguisher, it's probably a good time to get one too. Most of the big box stores have them for sale for your kitchen, garage. Just good to have one around the house.
Yeah, and probably a lot of people out there know that they have one somewhere, but might not know exactly where the last time they saw it was.
Yeah, and like smoke alarms, they do go bad. So if it's over 10 years old, it's probably time to get another one.
Get another one and know where it actually is, rather than be running around searching for it when you actually need it. That's certainly something. And now with ovens, I also see sometimes pictures or videos of somebody who has the bad practice of storing stuff in their oven, particularly stuff that's not I guess, heat resistant, and then they go to preheat the oven and make sure, and then everything melts or a fire will start that way. So that
one year, for some reason, someone stored fireworks in the oven and turned it on, and it did go bad. So it's always good to make sure you clean it out before you get started.
Wow, that's a special one right there, fireworks in the oven. Okay, and I think we're expecting some cooler weather finally for days after Thanksgiving. If there's any more tips that you have?
Yeah, Friday and Saturday we're supposed to have a cold snap, so it's a good time if you're going to use your fireplace. Clean it out, make sure it's in proper working order. Any heaters you use, now's a good time to run the heater, clear the smoke out the house, clear the smells out the house. But if you have to use space heaters or small heaters, it's best to make sure that they're plugged directly into the wall. Extension cords can't handle the current that comes from that goes through it with a space heater. Most heaters now have a tip over feature where it shuts off, so that you want to look for that too. But you need to avoid using extension cords with space heaters.
Okay. And as far as how close to something should space heaters be, I guess?
They need to be 3 feet from your furniture.
Okay.
The bed, the dresser, curtains, especially curtains, need to stay 3 feet away inside. They recommend that you don't sleep with them, but if every heater box is going to say turn off before you go to bed, but that's really when it gets cold.
Sure, certainly. And again, if you're using them, like always, whether you're using them or not, smoke detectors are the thing that's going to
Yes.
help.
Last month, when we changed the clocks back, hopefully everyone tested them, but it's very simple. There's a button on it that says test. Push that button. If it doesn't go off, give your fire department a call, because we all have them, and we'll come out and install them for you. They come with 10-year batteries now, so you don't have to fool with the battery. Just test it to make sure it's working.
My kids probably had a heart attack yesterday because they were using the remote, and if you use the remote and pointed at the smoke detector, for some reason it was going off. You ever heard of that?
Did you clear out the house?
Yeah, yeah. So we had to make sure to check it out and make sure everything was okay and that nothing was burning. So that if you ever see that go off, that could be the reason for that, certainly as well. But again, we thank you for coming on. Any last tips for Thanksgiving that you have out there?
No, we want everybody to be safe, have an enjoyable time with their families. Once we get through Thanksgiving, we start looking at Christmas. We'll have Santa riding around on the fire truck in December, so we look forward to that once we get through the Thanksgiving season.
Well, sounds great. Wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for coming on.
Same to you.
All right. Stay tuned for more right here on HTV.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.